Hi friends, welcome to Rita's Paper Motif. I'm Rita, and today I'm here to share with you a couple of cards using some fun folds and also all of this great information, or these great, I guess I should say, these great catalogs of which you can look into and you can get your product for your stamping needs. So let's go ahead and get started. I did want to say that our annual catalog, of course, as you know, is still current. It'll be current through May of 2024. So let's see, today is January 4th of 2024. So you do have some quite a bit of time to try all of the great product in this catalog. But the reason that I'm showing you this catalog is because it goes or works well with our brand new mini catalog. Now, our mini catalog went live today. And so I usually call this the seasonal catalog because you'll find that the product that is in this catalog is geared more towards like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, spring, Easter. So a lot of great stuff in here. Wonderful stuff. There's a couple of things in here that I have absolutely been waiting for, and I just feel like Stampin' Up! Might have seen my wish list and they granted me the wish for some of the products that's in here. And I'll be sharing that product with you starting now in January. So do know that you can visit me here live at Facebook. You can also see me on YouTube. And then, of course, the best place to keep current would be at Rita's papermotif.com. So, you know, any of the dimensions or for projects that I share or upcoming information that I may not have gotten onto Facebook will definitely be at the website. So check it out there. Anyway, it went live today, and what is even greater than these two catalogs is our celebration. So celebration started today on June 4th and will go through February. So what is great about this is that when you make a $50 purchase, either from the annual or the mini or a combination thereof, then you can select some free product for those $50. And I am saying $50, I do mean that before shipping and handling. So for every $50, you can select an item in the $50 category. Now, if your purchase is $100, then you have even more options because you could choose two $50 items, or you could choose an item in the $100 category for your purchase. So it's a great way to stock up on product. And the other nice thing is there are items in this catalog that coordinate with either stamp sets in the annual catalog or even in the mini catalog. So for today, we are going to be using some product out of the annual catalog, and the stamp set that I'm going to be using for my sentiments is this great stamp set right here. It is called Phrases for All, and what I really like about this stamp set is it has like a birthday, thank you, congratulations. You really could use it for so many things. And so you know, January is the time where I start trying to get ahead, and I try to do a lot more birthday cards as well as thank you cards, so that I just have them, and you know, I don't have to, they're just ready to go when I need them. And so this is my go-to stamp set, it looks like, for all of those cards. And this is also great because when I donate my cards to the two senior citizens two senior citizen centers here in Northern Nevada, then these are great because they're very general, and I like the size of the print. So great product. And you know, if you like this stamp set and you go ahead and purchase it, you won't have to add too much. It's about $21, so you just need a few more things to get your $50 purchase qualification for the celebration. So this is the stamp set we're going to be using today. Let's go ahead and get started. And I did want to tell you about the cards that we're making today. So this is part of my stamp club. And so here's what happens. We'll make the 2 cards today. If you like that card and you want the kit to make the cards, then all you need to do is make a purchase between this afternoon and this coming Tuesday. If you make a purchase of $40 or more, then I will, and you use this host code, then I will send you the kits so that you can make your cards free. Now, so you can make your cards and I'll send it to you for free. The only thing that I want to forewarn you is that I can't send you any stamped images. So you're going to want to, either use a stamp set that you have on hand, or by all means feel free to use this stamp set. And that could be, part of your purchase that you make so you get the free stamps. Okay, I'm just adjusting this camera so that we can get going. Now, I did make this card. It's a fun fold, and it lets all the DSP do the work for you. You would think that it would open up, but it doesn't. It opens up this way. The one thing, we're going to change the color today because I did make this out of Tahitian Tide, but for me, I wanted something maybe a little more bold, I guess, and so we're going to use the Moody Mauve. So let's get started with that. I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to share with you all the things that you need to make this card. So again, if you make a purchase of $40 or more, I'll be sending you the kit, and you can make your own card. You are going to need a piece of solid cardstock. Now, we're using Moody Mauve, but you can use any coordinating cardstock that goes with the DSP that you're going to be using. Now, this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Sorry about that. And that's going to fit on the inside. I said 5 1/2. Yes, I did. This is going to fit on the inside of your or on the bottom of your card. So then you're also going to need a piece of DSP, and you're going to want the DSP that you like both sides, because you're going to see both sides. And this measures 5 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then you're going to score it at 2 1/8. And so let's go ahead and get started with this, I think. Let's go ahead and do it. So you're going to take your DSP and you're going to fold it. You're going to be using your bone folder to secure that fold. And we're going to go ahead and glue this onto, I stuck that measurement down with a glue dot. Probably wasn't the brightest thing to do, but we're going to go ahead and glue these together. Now, while I'm putting the glue on here and getting this ready to go, I did want to tell you that one of the things that happened to me in December is that I did, my eczema on my hands did flare up. So if you see that they're a little red, that's why. It doesn't hurt, but it is definitely, it does itch from time to time. And it's not going away as quickly as I would like. So anyway, so here is our DSP that we have adhered. right onto our, and I got, what is this? I got some tape on there. I don't know why. No wonder. So we're going to make sure that this sticks to the bottom. So there we go. That's what it looks like there. Then we're going to have a couple more pieces. The next piece that you'll need is a piece of coordinating cardstock. Of course, I chose the same as the base. This is the Moody Mauve, and this happens to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and then you're just going to score it in the middle at 2 3/4. So we're going to do that, and then we'll need a piece of, I'm using basic white, and that is going to fit on the inside. And then in addition to that, you're going to need another piece of the DSP. Sorry if I was out of range there. And this DSP measures 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And that's going to go right here. So let's go ahead and stamp on here. This is going to go on the front. I put it there, but I'm sorry, it does go inside. Whoa, I'm all mixed up here. And this goes on the front. So let's go ahead and stamp that. And I wanted to stamp the word thank you. I already have that stamp from the Phrases for All. I already have it on my acrylic block. We're going to go ahead and use our Moody Mauve. Let's see here. And I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. We're going to stamp the thank you on another piece of basic white here. And gosh, can you tell I haven't done a video in a while? I tell you what, I took December off and I'm feeling kind of rusty here. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp this. And it doesn't really matter. I'm just using up this basic white. Let's see if I like that stamp. I don't, so let's turn it over. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna have to get a little closer. And there we go. And so with that sentiment that we just stamped, we are going to want, I'm going to clean this stamp off. We're going to want to punch it out. And so I'm going to show you what punch I'm using. Now you can cut it or punch it, whichever you want. I'm using this punch. And this is called the Label Me Lovely. I never get rid of my punches, so I always have quite a few to choose from. And we're just going to measure this and bringing it closer so that I can make sure it's straight and that I get everything. Okay. And so that is going to be my white part. But you know what? I want some of this Moody Mauve to go like behind it. And so I know that this is the same size. This punch is going to punch the same size of a background. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2 scraps of the Moody Mauve. And I'm going to punch out 2 of those labels. And so we're through with that. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my glue and I am going to glue this so that there's a little bit of a shadow. Now I'm going to need to let's see here, get this closer so that I can see. And then I'm just going to fit it here so that there is a shadow. But you can see that when I do that, there is no shadow on this side, right? So what I want to do is I want to take that other piece that I punched out, which is right here, and we're going to fit it on there as well. I'm going to put the glue right here on this side. A little too much glue there. With our glue, it's kind of dot dot, you don't need a lot. I tend to use too much, so okay. So now we have our little sentiment. Let's go ahead and finish putting this all together. Whatever you want to put inside, whatever message, that's what this little piece of white is for. And that's gonna go, normally we put our pieces of white on the inside right here so that you can stamp whatever message you want. But for this card, we're going to stamp it right here. Not stamp it, glue it. Okay, so let's see, we got to get it nice and even. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put adhesive on the back here of this. And I'm going to, let's see, I need to get some space here. I want to use my flap here to guide me so that it's in the middle. I also want to know that it's not going to be sticking out the side here. So I think that will work. Let me make sure it's straight. It wasn't. So getting that all straight is necessary. Let's see here. And with our glue, you have a time to manipulate whatever you're gluing, so that's a good thing. Okay, then we're going to take that designer series paper, and you can see that they're different, of course, but that's the beauty of a Stampin' Up! Product, is that it all coordinates together. This is all from the same package of designer series paper. This is the in color. So they all do coordinate. And we're going to just adhere that right here on the top. So let's go ahead and get our glue on this. I have a little different of a setup with my camera, so it's a little, excuse me, I have to remind myself to be in the camera view here. So let's get this even. Okay, and so you can see what our fun fold is turning into, right? And then we're going to take what we stamped before. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't shut this ink. I am surprised that we didn't have an issue. And we're going to take some of our dimensionals, and I'm just going to put, for some reason, this one has a lot of, oh, it's two that was stuck together. Has some papers on it. Let me just unstick some of those. I'm not quite sure how that happened. All right, so we're gonna just use up those dimensionals. And I am gonna put 4 on here. Okay. And I got to straighten that one out that had so many, had so much release paper on it. I just don't know how that happened. I might have dropped it on the floor and they fell off and I put it back on. I don't know. Okay. All right, so we're going to take the release papers off. And I told you wrong. We don't want to do that because Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes. I'm falling apart. Here we go. And we're just going to adhere that sentiment right on here. Let's see, I want to get it straight. Once you press down hard, then it's on there, but if you don't press down super hard right away, then you have time to kind of manipulate those. All right, so basically this would be nice enough, right? But if you want to add some bling to it, you certainly can. And what I've chosen, or what I pulled to choose from, were some of the gemstones from the In Color or some pink pearls. I am thinking that I'm going to choose these Moody Mauve gemstones right here. And they're not wanting to come up for me because I have something. Oh, there is one. Okay, and I'm just going to put them on here. I like to put in increments of 3. And I'm fighting with these to get them off here. Okay. I'm going to put one here, one more. I like to look to see if I can like put them in a triangular form so that your eye goes all the way around. So I am just going to put this one right here. Now you can put them wherever you want. This was just what I did. And then on the inside you could write your message. But this will fit in a medium-sized envelope. And there you go, an easy card where the DSP did all of the work. And also an opportunity for me to get back in the game here. I can't believe it. All right, so let's put that aside. We're going to do another card. Now, it's no secret that purple is my favorite color. And so we're going to make a card like this. And this card is a Z fold. So you can see the Z right there. So I'm using that same thank you. I'm just using Gorgeous Grape ink and Gorgeous Grape cardstock. And then, of course, my basic white. I am going to pull in another stamp set. This stamp set is Color and Contour. It is one of my favorites. It is in the annual catalog. It has a die set that goes with it. We're not going to use the die set today, but we are definitely going to use this stamp set. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to tell you what you need to make that card. And if you, of course, if you make your purchase, then you can get it for free. You're going to need, trying to get this out of the little envelope here. All right, so you're going to need a basic card base. And this is out of the basic white. And this measures 5.5 by 8.5. So, you know, our cardstock comes in 8.5 by 11. So it's just half a sheet. And then you're going to make 2 score marks on this. So, you know, the first score mark is going to be right down the middle at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and do that. And your bone folder helps you to secure those that fold. And then on this side, which is the right side, you're going to want to score that at 2 1/4. And I don't feel that score mark. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll do it with you. And that's going to be at, I'm sorry, it's going to be at 2 1/8. I don't know what I told you. It's going to be at 2 1/8. And I'm hoping you can see this. Let's see, there's 2. And then it's 2 notches after that. And we're going to, of course, use the light dial. And there we go. Let's go ahead and secure that. We're going to fold it back. So basically what you're doing is when you're scoring it, you're scoring half of that 4 1/4. So half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8, right? Okay, and then we're going to just secure it. Okay, so there's our Z fold right there. And then we want something for the inside. Now you could leave it perfectly, it'd be perfectly okay to leave it white and then just stamp your sentiment in there, and then you could decorate it as if, you know, you could decorate it here and just leave it white. You wouldn't have to do all these inserts if you didn't want to. But I'm really liking the layering up on the inside because it just brings the color into like an all white card, right? So I am going to secure this some more because I'm feeling it not, there we go. So this piece is 5 by 3 3/4, and this is the Gorgeous Grape. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and glue it on the inside. And then we'll just be getting rid of some of our pieces here so I don't have so much laying around. And thank you for being patient while I work out this issue with the camera, because I'm having a hard time staying in where you can see me. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and put that on the inside. Now on top of this, I'm going to put a white panel, but before I do that, I'm going to stamp it. And so this panel happens to be 5 1/4 by 4, and it is out of the basic white. And so while I'm stamping that though, I want to stamp what would be the outside white part, right? So let's go ahead and get our stamping done. We'll move that to the side. Now this white panel that I have right here, this measures 3 1/2 by 3. And the stamps that I'm going to be using, this Color and Contour is a 2-step stamp, so I'm going to use these two right here. And I already have those on some blocks here, so let's just go ahead and bring them out. Now this is kind of too big of an acrylic block for this stamp set. I realize that, but I just wanted to have them already ready to go, so just it wouldn't take as long, since I wasn't quite sure how long this video would take since I'm a month out of practice here. So let's go ahead and get some ink on there. I don't know where that came from there. Let's see, there was something on my white. Okay, and normally when we're decorating the inside, we like to decorate the right-hand side, but we're going to do this differently and decorate the left-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and put this this way. And I'm taking the ink to my stamp, which is what I like to do. And I'm just going to stamp on the side. So it's okay if I get some ink on here. That's okay, because I don't want the whole flower. I just want a little bit of color. And this is why we're doing the 2-step, because you can see that with just one flower, it doesn't have a lot of color on it, right? And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. And then I'm going to take this part that would be on the front, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp those flowers as well. Well, I have this stamp out and before I clean it off. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do it down at the bottom. Okay, and again, we're using that gorgeous grape ink. And I am going to tell you that when I did this card, let's see, that's not where it was. When I did this card, I did stamp something right here, but I'm not going to on this card. The reason I stamped that is because for some reason my acrylic block had ink on the tip, and it got ink on my card, so I needed to fix it. So that's why that happened, but I don't really want to do that with this card. All right, so we're finished with that stamp. Now let's go in with the two-set stamp, or the other part of the stamp. And now we're just going to give this, oh, that was the thank you. Sorry, what was I doing here? Oh, here it is. Okay, and we're just going to give it some color. And you know what? It's okay if you're not completely lined up, because all that we're doing is offering some color. You can, if you want, you know, look for it and then stamp it where it goes. If that is something that you really want to do, you know, go for it. It's your card. Now, something I'm going to show you, I told you that there was a really good reason why I liked, excuse me, this stamp set, and that is because in the stamp set, you'll see this line. You know, what I really liked doing was like the stitch mark. And so this provides that opportunity. So I went ahead and I have that strip, and it's not even, so let me get it even, on this block. Now this block is a little bit bigger than you need, but I have all my blocks with stamps on it, so we're going to go ahead and use this. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do like some stitching marks. And so I am going to need, let's see here, I want a little piece of paper that I can get ink on, because I'm going to need to mask off some of this. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to stamp this, and you'll see that it gives it a line, and then I'm just going to turn it around. And I just like this. It's like a stitching mark. Or you can skip this if you want, but I like it. Okay, and we're done with this part. Let's go ahead and get that little white piece that we stamped. Now we're going to be stamping the thank you. So let's go ahead and bring that one in. Now, the reason that I turned this white piece this way in landscape is because the thank you sentiment is so big. You could also do that if you wanted to. And I have to get closer, so let's see here. I want this to be straight. And not get my head in the view. Okay. clean off that stamp. I just love the gorgeous grape. I just love it. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do that same thing with the line on here, because I do really, really like that stitching mark. And I think it's because, you know, I've been doing a little more scrapbooking, and that's something also that I'm going to be doing on Mondays, is coming to you with some scrapbooking ideas, page layouts. I'm doing a family book, so it'll have a vintage feel. So let's go ahead and make this line. And it's just ever so, it's kind of gentle, so it's not like in your face kind of thing, but so let's see, we'll just go off a little bit here. Now you could get the same effect if you have like a gorgeous grape marker. And you could just do little dashes that would look like stitch marks. So there's that. Now I am going to do one more thing, and I'm going to take my ink pad and I'm just going to gently put the ink pad to the little sentiment block here, and I'm trying to get just a little bit of gorgeous grape around the edges. You don't need very much, just a little bit to define it. I think that's good. And then we're going to put this sentiment block right on this piece of black. I love using black, it just makes things pop. Now this black piece is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we're just going to adhere it just like that. So let's go ahead and do that. If you're liking this content, go ahead and hit the like button, and you know, if you're watching on YouTube, then I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of any new content. And then, of course, I want to thank you for joining me today. Like I said, I haven't, in December, I didn't do any lives, so this is kind of like a new thing. All right, and so I do also want to stamp a sentiment inside, and I put my gorgeous grape away. Let's get it out. And I need that scratch paper again. So let's see here. And this sentiment set is from that same Phrases for All. And what it says is, you're all kinds of amazing. So right there, and let's go ahead and put it and you can stamp it anywhere you want. I'm going to kind of do right here. Okay, and it is a very tiny stamp, but that's okay. I think that's okay. I like it. All right, I think we are through with the grape now. So let me just kind of give myself some room here. We're going to put this, adhere this to the inside of the card. And again, I just wanted to share that if you're, if you're doing this yourself and you didn't want to use gorgeous grape, you could use any color you want. All right, and the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take this strip of gorgeous grape, which is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to adhere that right on here to bring some of that gorgeous grape right back into onto the card. Let's see here. Okay. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to use our dimensionals, but we don't want to put dimensionals on all this card. We just, on this sentiment card, we just want to put some, actually we're not going to use dimensionals, we're going to use glue. We just want to put it on this side of the sentiment layer, and we're going to put it almost all the way to the end as far as this fold right here. But we don't want any glue sticking out here because we don't want to glue it to the inside. And get it straight. And then you can also decorate this however you might want. So what I want to use are these brushed back butterflies on here. And you can see that I have them on here as well. So there's 3, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm going to do on here as well. And these brushed butterflies come in 3 sizes. So there's a larger one. There's a medium. And I got this one. Let's see if I can turn it. And we're going to put that one right here. And then I'm going to take the smaller one. And I'm just going to put that right here. So now we have decorated that as well. I'm going to put all this stuff away. We'll bring our cards back out and just kind of do a little overview here. Okay, so here are the cards we made today. This is the one I made before. And they all fit in your medium-sized envelope. And this is the card I made with the Tahitian Tide. And this is with the Moody Mauve. So, you know, I really hope you enjoyed class today, the live today. And again, you're more than welcome to earn this free kit. So if you make a purchase between now and Tuesday evening at ritaspapermotif.com and you make a purchase of $40 or more, you'll get the card kit for free. I'll mail it to you. And just remember that I can't send you any stamped images. So you'll want to secure, either use the stamp set that you have on hand, or by all means feel free to purchase either one of these or both of these. They are both around the $21 mark. So, you know, if you got this in some glue, some liquid glue and the ink pads, you would be at the $50 mark for sure. So, there you go, and that's at ritaspapermotif.com. And don't forget, while you're shopping and earning these free kits, you also get to earn free product in the Celebration catalog. All right, so thank you so very much for spending time with me today. I do feel a little rusty. I was a little conscientious about, you know, the eczema on my hands, but I think all in all, I had a great time with you today. So I'll see you back here next Thursday, and have a good weekend. Bye now.